For Yoko Tani, lovely Japanese star in London, to make another film for the Rank organization, it's the end of a perfect day. She's seen the face of a great city, felt its heartbeat, and listened to its voice. She sits in one of the city's parks to put it all down in her diary. Now, how did the day begin? Ah, yes, right here, where she's writing her diary in Kensington Gardens. Wherever Yoko goes, her movie camera goes too. First stop is the famous statue of Peter Pan, the boy who just wouldn't grow up. Yoko used to read about Peter when she was a child in Paris. I only wish I could discover his secret of never growing old, she tells herself. Between ourselves, we think she already has. Rabbits and squirrels were Peter Pan's favorite animals. They're Yoko's too. Nice meeting you, Peter. Give my love to Wendy. On now to Buckingham Palace, London home of the Queen and Mecca of many thousands of visitors to the city every year. It's no use trying to see if you can catch a glimpse of Her Majesty, Yoko. She's not home. But here's a smart guardsman for you instead. The Victoria Memorial, dignified reminder of another great Queen of England. Careful now, Yoko. If you think you were taking your life in your hands every time you crossed the road in your hometown, Paris, wait till you try crossing this road from Buckingham Palace. Well, that's nice of him. Thanks very much. London goes all Egyptian along its Victoria embankment, and Yoko just can't resist the temptation to play a sphinx on the screen, just for us. There are two of these giant bronze sphinxes on the embankment, by the way, identical twins. Every nation puts up memorials to its great war leaders, and they don't come much bigger than the one in Trafalgar Square, with its lions and fountains and statues commemorating Lord Nelson's decisive victory at sea nearly 160 years ago. The square's a favorite gathering place of sightseers and pigeons. Pigeons are pigeons the world over. They're all hungry, and they all love having their photograph taken. Yoko's the eternal tourist, so she behaves like one, much to everybody's delight, including, of course, the pigeons. Thank you, says Yoko. Pleasure, say the Londoners. And now there's more work for those busy feet to do. They turn away from Trafalgar Square and head for another equally famous London square not far away, Parliament Square, stately symbol of democratic government. And the home of the most famous clock tower in the world, Big Ben. But Yoko can't find the building that's given the square its name, the Houses of Parliament. So she asks a policeman. Houses of Parliament, ma'am? Why, they're all around you, all the time. Ah, here's a figure Yoko recognizes, Richard the Lionheart, hero of the Crusades. Nice of them to put it into French, though. Another last look at the Tower of Westminster, at the Palace of Westminster, and a famous view of the Mother of Parliaments. Of course, Yoko, you could always have taken a taxi, but if you had, look what you'd have missed. Horse guards, for instance. The life guardsmen on duty bring a vivid splash of colour to the London scene. The children love being just an arm's length away from these human toy soldiers. Talk to any Londoner and he'll insist that Piccadilly Circus, gay, noisy, cosmopolitan Piccadilly Circus, is the heart of the world. It's the 7th stop in Yoko's tour of London, which, logically enough, brings us to the title of Yoko's new film for the Rank organisation, Piccadilly Third Stop. Yoko says it should have been Piccadilly non-stop because its lights and its traffic are never-ending, day after day, year after year. But it isn't the lights or the traffic that bring Yoko to the West End. It's the statue of Eros, the little golden boy who rules Piccadilly with a bow. At last, Yoko has to admit it. Her feet are killing her. Never mind, only one more bit of London to see. And sorry about this, Yoko. This is one you'll just have to see on foot. It's the Tower of London. There's not a single stone of this riverside fortress that doesn't reek of history, most of it pretty grim. But there's nothing grim about the guardsman who catches Yoko's eye. It's a good job he's not guarding the crown jewels. Incidentally, they're in the tower too. That's a pity, Yoko. You've just missed seeing Tower Bridge open up. Never mind, there are other compensations. And now it's goodbye to the Tower, with one of London's most famous and colourful figures, a beefeater, to see Yoko officially off the premises. And as the evening shadows lengthen over London, it's with more than a hint of sadness that Yoko writes the end to her diary of a wonderful day.